a mantra. For chemical industrial agriculture, the soil is just a medium. It has no inherent nutritional capability. It's just a medium. It's like silica sand that you use in a filter for swimming pools. It's just a medium. And everything else has to be given to it by bought off the market. So, no fertilizers equals no growth is the mantra for chemical farming. Organic farming, by the way, the experiment that Sri Lanka did, is also not a sustainable technology, because organic farming also states that the soil itself has nothing in it. I have to give a lot of compost or farmyard manure, and that farmyard manure will sustain my agriculture. That is what is said. So again, the assumption is that the soil has got nothing. And the composting process is a process where intense heat is produced. Even people who do composting at home knows that there's a lot of heat that gets produced. And if you put your finger there, you'll actually blister your finger with the heat. So everything dies, everything gets killed off. Seeds of weeds, all the bacteria, fungi, all the worms, earthworms, everything gets killed off when you're doing composting. So you take organic matter and you ferment it to create. Now a lot of people think that in India, before chemical farming, we did organic farming, which is the greatest myth. Organic farming was introduced to India only in 1940 by this gentleman Albert Howard, who in the city of Indore in Madhya Pradesh created what was called for the first time in India the Indore method of composting. Not indoor, Indore method of composting, named after the city. Now, we feel that this organic farming is our tradition. It is our parampara. It is belonging to ancient culture. It is not. We never had organic compost agriculture in our ancient times. We never believed in this because the economics doesn't work out. If you want to do genuine organic farming, you require annual production of 20 cows manure to fertilize 1 acre of land. That costs around 45,000 rupees. No way a farmer can use this. Now the numbers don't match, because if I have, let us say, 1,000 acres in my village, I require 20,000 cows. Where will the cows graze? Where will the food for the cows come from? It is a model that was doomed to fail even when Albert Howard in 1940 introduced it. The British knew about this. But it was just a way to sort of comfort farmers who didn't want to get into chemical agriculture, because they claimed that something called sattva in their soil was being destroyed by the chemicals, the white powder that was being given to them. And they started to agitate. To quell that agitation, they said, we will give you a technique where you can do without chemicals. And they gave them a technique that was doomed to fail. It never succeeded in 1940, it never succeeded, it is not succeeded today, it is not going to succeed in the future. In the chemical agriculture, the mantra was no fertilizer, no yield. Organic farming, no compost, no yield. The mantra for natural farming is no microbes, no yield.